the way that thing is looking at me is creeping me out. Hey everybody, TBGhunter here, and welcome back to more Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Last time we went through my favorite zone. Yeah, I would say it's my favorite zone. We went through Pumpkin Zone, we beat a witch, we took a sneak peek at one of the 2 bonus levels of the area, and I did a little bit of gambling where I lost out big time. I can't believe that we almost got that 99 lives on the first run. Now, you might be looking at my life count, my coin count, and you realize it's a little bit different than it was from last video. Thing is, I took a little bit of a break in between, shut the game off, had to go do some other stuff, get the first set of videos edited and uploaded. When I came back, the game decided, you know what, you didn't need all that progress, so I just completely wiped everything clean, so I had to rerun it, so stats-wise, it's a little bit different than it was last time, but shouldn't be by much. Anyway, it is time to go into the embodiment of Mario's ego, Mario Zone. We're gonna go through the foots, and we're gonna have a good time. Maybe, maybe not. It still weirds me out that Mario has a giant attack robot. I'm kind of sound like Bentley from that one mission, Sly 2. But yeah, it's weird that it has just like this giant attack robot just guarding his island, even though for some reason in one of the Nintendo Power magazines, it was indeed a giant stone golem, kind of like the Dungeon Man from Earthbound. I don't know why there was a change. Maybe they just didn't get the memo that this was supposed to be a giant robot and not a giant, like, statue or anything like that. But whatever. Going through the foot area of Mario Land is very, I would say, movement-based because, well, all these gears and stuff, which makes sense, it's the foot, so of course there'll be a lot of things that are moving down here. It's also pretty dangerous with all the spikes around, but we shouldn't have too much trouble, even though I had a little bit of trouble earlier in landing on the spikes because I'm a complete and total idiot. Ooh, I almost pulled a second on that. The spikes, or I guess the gears here, act as sort of ladders. You can jump up them and just, it'll like slowly rotate you down when, if you wait on for too long, which is good when there's like puzzles like this where you need to be a little bit low so you don't get hit by the saw. Just need to be super careful. Like that. Second verse, same as the first. Hopefully this time I do it better and not worse. Huh, that didn't even register with the Koopa. Alright. Yoop, boop, and boop. Go up here, dodge the saw blades. This is also going to be a very saw-heavy area as well because, well, I guess this would be like defensive measures that this giant robot would have, which, ooh, I guess would make sense. Don't want anyone capturing this. Even though it was captured already, since I guess like technically these wouldn't be Bowser's minions, even though they are Goombas, Koopas, and all that stuff that are on Mario's island. Would you call these Wario? No, Wario technically is a non-entity in this game because all he wants to do is just live in the lap of luxury in your castle. So maybe this is just the residents of the island who just completely got fed up with Mario overtaking everything and just decided to revolt. Ooh, God, slow down. Alright, what do we got over here? I feel like there should be something hidden down here, like there'd be a hidden block with a 1-up, but nope. Once again, yet another beginner's trap, especially if you can't get out like me and get hit on the spikes. Precision jumping was never my forte. However, this bunny ears, it is my forte, because I do love the fly in this game. It is such a broken power-up, except when we get to the next area. Actually, when we get to the boss of this area, the bunny ears aren't even that good. I would wager that the fire flower is actually a more preferable item to have than this. Gotta be super careful here, we're gonna get screwed, literally. Oh, and speaking of fire flowers. Yeah, you know what? Bunny ears serve this purpose. Let's swap to fire flowers, and we'll just jump onto these. If I can land precision jumping. Right, there we go. Hello. There's our halfway point already, and here's a couple of fire flower blocks. Break these out if you can get to the right angle. Mario, That is weird. That hitbox is just, wow. Anyways, break all these blocks if you can. It's always been really wonky. That's why I had a lot of trouble with the bonus area microzone, because it's just like that one segment where if you try to use the fire flower, it's just, you need to really take into account of the, like, the bouncing arcs of them. But make your way through, it shouldn't be too much trouble. And at the very end of this coin-filled gauntlet is a 1-up. That completely doesn't want anything to do with me and jumps into a saw. Anyways, bunny ears up here. And now for a nice little, gliding challenge. To be super careful, even if you just lightly tap it, Mario goes flying across the screen, so you need to be super careful. If you're ballsy enough, you can let go of the fly button so that you can drop a little bit just to make this speed up a little faster, but I'd only recommend it if it's in a location where you think it's a good location, especially right there when I almost screwed up and we got the goal. Alright, maybe we'll get another 1-up. Or 3-up. Or, knowing my luck, just a regular mushroom. Okay, good. I was about to say, don't you dare pull that luck card on me, boy. Alright, you all knew it was coming. And that was really poor choice of words for where we're gonna go next, because we're going to go into Mecha Mario's crotch that is filled with balls. Yep. They knew what they were doing here, and some people might argue that this is actually a stomach, and these are all just, like, I guess you could say stomach bubbles for, like, digestive tracts and stuff, but for the sake of this joke, I'm probably gonna beat him to the ground. No, we're in his crotch. Need to be careful, because there's balls everywhere. You got pigs shooting balls, you got balls with spikes on them, you got Paragoombas, which are kind of ball-shaped in the head. And also differently shaped in the head, which kind of goes well with the theme of this area. You also got these little, rolling things that you can't go down. It's just basically a platform you can jump through, but I guess they just wanted to visualize it a bit better. So, we'll just not go down this pipe, we will go down this pipe. Need to be super careful as well, because if we do jump here, if we didn't have the fire flower, we would, you know, get hit by the Goombas and have to do this all over again. This is an evil placement for a Goomba. Oh, wow, thank you, game. Just when I don't have any enemies to use it on. Well, I guess I could possibly speedrun it right through this area. Alright. I guess that kind of works, even though I've missed out on some coins, but we're getting pretty close to the 999, so we might have another chance of getting those 99 lives. And at the way I'm playing, we're definitely gonna need those 99 lives. I feel like there was something back this way. It was just more coins. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, guess not. I'm also kind of playing it a little safe here since we're Small Mario. There's a bit of a challenge puzzle. You got these 4 areas. One contains a Goomba, the other contains a mushroom. Mushroom here, Goomba here. I don't remember what these two. I think one was bunny ears and the other was another 1-up. And my money's on this one. Oh, no, fire flower and bunny ears. Could've sworn one of them was a 1-up, but alright. Fine, I will roll with it. Literally, because we're in a world of balls. Ow! I think I almost broke my headset with that one. Need to be super careful if I need to punish myself for my own punishful stupidity. Man, look at all these balls. Alright. Well, we're gonna have to say bye to this world because we have reached the end. So, sadly, the nut jokes have to end. Alright, mice, I will go with this one. 3, 2, 1. The worst possible outcome. I hate the fact that the mushroom pretty much just overrides your current ability. So if you wanted the bunny ears or you wanted the fire flower, you had the bunny ears or fire flower, but you accidentally got the mushroom, well, screw you. I think after this we might be able to just hit the casino before we jump into the final area of this world. Anyways, this part of the world I don't get. If anyone can tell me what the correlation to Mario's mouth and a bunch of, like, toys and stuff, then please feel free to leave it in the comments. Also, bullet bills, I don't know why they're here. I guess maybe, like, that mecha trope where they always hide, like, a hidden cannon in their mouths or something like that. That's the only correlation I can think of why there'd be bullet bills in this world. Which, I believe that this is the only part of the game where they show up. They don't ever show up in any other worlds after this. Which is kind of sad, because they're fun enemies to go against. Especially if you're speedrunning and you can just absolutely break this level. But, no, me, I always like to play it safe. Just to have it. I've tried speedrunning this game a lot, but just I could never get the hang of it. You know what? I'm gonna stick with the fire flower. Okay, maybe not. I think I need the bunny ears to jump up there. Because I believe the bunny ears do give you a slight jump boost. Yep. Oh, maybe not. I think I might have screwed myself. I definitely should have just kept that fire flower. Especially at this part. Because you gotta watch out for the toy soldier, but it's not that hard. The really thing you need to watch out for is the sudden shift in the moving platform, or the moving tiles down there. Just bypass all that, but miss out on all those free coins? I don't think so. Of course, this is probably the most painful sequence in the game, where just a crane grips Mario by the head and just carries him across this chasm of spikes and death. Like, yeah, think. This is probably going into the back of his skull and his mouth at the same time. It's gonna hurt. Make it down the Ballista Gauntlet for yet another one-up. We're now up to 25. Hey, Patrick. You know what's better than 24? 25. Still would like to know what the Troy correlation with this area is. And now this one's going into his eye. Jeez, this game is graphic. This is the most hardcore game of the 90s. With so much body horror in this that makes Silent Hill's stomach turn. Ooh, that's right. This one goes down. You gotta kind of dodge the bullet bills unless you're good at jumping, in which case you can just bounce right off them. Although for some reason the one down here doesn't shoot bullet bills. It's only the one up top. I'm just gonna bypass all that. No! My body horror! Quick! Grip me in the trachea! Yeah, if you don't make that jump there, then it drops you right onto a bed of spikes. Alright. I'm gonna close my eyes and hope to God I get a good grab. I'm gonna press it right now. Bunny ears. Alright. Kind of was hoping for fire flowers or maybe a 3-up, but I'll take it. It'll give me an extra hit for what's coming up. Alright, and now, to form the head, we are heading into the Lego zone. I don't know. Maybe this is a metaphor for Mario's head being the building where his brain is, so it's the building block of who he is as a person. I don't know. I don't think this game's that deep to go into that. However, I do know I was completely wrong, and there are bullet bills out the wazoo in this area. Also, NB. And also, a metric ton of coins! Just gonna glide on over here, pick up what's due. I mean, this is technically my money. It was found in my head. I cannot believe I actually made that jump, and I cannot believe I actually made it through that without getting hit once. I honestly thought I was going to get hit when those two were about ready to sandwich me. Up. Alright, there's a fire flower. I will take that gladly, because what's coming up, as I've said before and I'll say it again, the fire flower is a preferable alternative to the bunny ears, and I don't usually say that much. I would always petition the bunny ears over the fire flower in pretty much any scenario in this game, except for right here, and maybe Moon Zone's boss. Because you usually jump pretty high from there. Also, if it didn't give you enough hint that you need to use the fire flower for this, they give you a second one right before the boss. And right before a big bag of money. So, right after this, we can just go and spend to our heart's content at the casino. Two last buzzsaws just to mess with you at the very end. And a Goomba. And a swirly ball thing. I thought we escaped balls when we left the crotch. But now it is time! What dastardly boss could be controlling our mighty mecha? Oh, it's the three little pigs. Yeah, I never got this boss. Let's see. Tree Zone had a giant bird, kind of foreshadowed it because it was at the very top. Microzone, we were in a house, so... Ah, crap. Microzone had a house, so of course the boss would be a mouse. Alright, understandable. Pumpkin Zone, a witch. Makes sense with the theme of it, but... Can someone please tell me why the three little pigs are piling a giant mechanized Mario and... killing me? Yeah, I never got this boss. I would argue to say this is the second hardest boss in the game. Like the final boss, it takes 9 hits to take up these guys out. A little bit more if you're using the fire flower, of course. And I probably should go back and get the double fire flower so I don't come ill-prepared. But yeah, as you saw before, I sadly got hit by that one attack. Fire flower melts this boss pretty darn good. I wager that the fire flower is better than the bunny ears, mainly for the last little pig, because the brick one is a tall jumper. Oh, come on, I was outside of its range. Alright, well, watch me prove myself wrong, and I could have done this easily by just jumping on him. But yeah, basically, first little pig rolls around, second little pig does some wide hops, and the third pig does, like, tall hops, which is easier to catch off guard. He is the hardest to get the points, and even at times when I've landed directly on top of him, it still counts as me taking damage because he's very, like, spiky up there, so it, I guess, registers me inside his kill box. Alright, can I please stop playing this game of hopscotch? Thank you. Does little bounces, then he does faster little bounces, and then he bounces all over the place. System 2 down. Alright, pig. That'll do. It's good to try and predict his pattern. He's the easiest, I guess, to get in between because his jumps are tall and long. But we beat them all 3. We're done. I kind of would like to collect those like little huts of theirs as like little keychains. I'm surprised Nintendo never capitalized on it. But now we even got a gold coin in our own image. As if Mario wasn't even more of a narcissist. Alright. Well, as tradition with the other levels, I think it's time for us to go gamble our worries away. We did take a couple of deaths in Mario Zone, so you know what? Let's see if we can actually fix it by getting that 99 lives. I'm probably gonna get the 5 lives again, but if I do get the 99, then that's just gonna be the end of the LP. I'm never gonna be able to top that. Alright, covering my eyes because I don't want to see if I screw up. I'm gonna press the button in 3, 2, 1. Ah! Ah! It's the worst feeling in the world! What is it with me just being 1 point behind or ahead of the 99? Jeez, that's gonna haunt me till I die. I just know it. Oops. Well, Mario's eaten. That's it. Never mind the turtle zone. We've been devoured. Alright, everyone, aside from that very questionable fetish that just happened, next time on Mario Land 2, we're gonna dive down into the briny depths of Turtle Zone, get the next golden coin, and then make our way to the final zone. And then, probably afterwards, gamble our sorrows away even more than we already have to begin with. Alright, so see you guys next time. Later.